So Education Minister Angie Motshekga will today visit the Eqinisweni Secondary School in Ivory Park in Midrand. That's where 4 pupils died from suicide. It's understood that the high school learners drank poison in separate incidents, resulting in their deaths last week. The alleged suicides happened over a 10-day period, prompting the Education Department to bolster suicide prevention in schools. Our reporter, Veronica Makhoali, joins me live now from Ivory Park. Veronica, good morning to you. I mean, just one of the most tragic stories you could ever imagine. Perhaps a reminder of what we know about these 4 young people.
Well, Naledi, we are standing outside the school where the 4 pupils, high school pupils, attended here. You can see that it's the early morning rush with some of their peers and schoolmates coming in that blue uniform. And you can just see from their faces that it's almost sobering to see that just amongst these young peoples were the 4. A grade 10 girl who allegedly drank poison was rushed to hospital and passed away, then was followed by a grade 11 boy, similar circumstances of having consumed poison, a grade 11 girl as well, and then the last of these deaths were from a matric pupil. It's understood that all of this happened in a span of a 10-day period, and so the Education Minister Angie Motshekga will be here alongside Gauteng education officials, including the MEC Madume to really get a sense of essentially what happened and what transpired, and perhaps maybe we'll be also speaking to some of the parents of the pupils. But we're also hoping that they will get a chance to speak to some of the social workers at the school to get an understanding of what more needs to be done to increase suicide prevention in Gauteng schools. We know that suicide is becoming quite prevalent among school children, with the South African Anxiety and Depression Group saying it is still one of the main concerns that they have when it comes to school children and the access, I suppose, as well, Naledi, to issues of suicide and means of which some of these young people have taken in ending their lives.
Very, very tragic indeed. And of course, one can only imagine really what I suppose the thinking would be of parents of the school as well. I mean, are we expecting them to be in attendance today?
We are expecting some of the parents of the pupils to be at school today, and we know that this is obviously a sensitive issue for the school children that are here and the schoolmates. And just apart from the parents, we also are expecting social workers to be addressing the school pupils about perhaps maybe what it takes for young people to speak up. What are the channels in the school and many other schools across the country where students feel safe enough to be able to talk about the issues that are concerning them? And we're hoping that perhaps maybe even from the parents will understand what could have led to this tragedy, whether it was school pressure, could it be issues of bullying that we have seen in the past in some of these schools, or perhaps maybe even looking at one of the school pupils, a matric girl, perhaps the pressure of the academic curriculum itself, and just more details as well of just who these young people were, what they were looking forward to, and perhaps their personalities and those that they got along with here at the school.
Well, thank you so much for that update. That there is our reporter, Veronica Makhoali, speaking to us from Ivory Park outside Eqinisweni Secondary School. A tragic story there of 4 teenagers having committed suicide within the space of 10 days, all of them belonging to that school. And we'll keep you updated as well as the Education Minister, Angie Motshekga, makes her arrival at the school.